Hello and welcome everybody to another Avatar The Last Airbender draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and currently we're sitting at rank number 3. We have a pretty high ranking from all the cube drafts, but I'm ready to dive in. We had a really nice Dimir control deck in the last draft video. We did get run over though, so I'm really curious to see what an aggressive deck looks like, but of course we will go with the flow and see what the draft gives us. Now, before we hop into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Avatar The Last Airbender, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all which utilize their magnetic technology so everything snaps into place conveniently. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. They're also going to have a presence at SCGCon Vegas this weekend. Swing by their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. Alrighty, second draft. What do we got? The Last Agni Kai. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage, add that much red. It's a fight spell. It's not that good. This could be an uncommon. If you have a really big creature, sure, but it's not something I'm super excited about. We have Benevolent River Spirit, blue, Waterbend 5, Flying Ward 2, ETB Scry 2. Pretty good if you're waterbending, good top-end card. There's My Jaded Edge, 2 mana for a 1/3 prowess. Exhaust, put a double strike counter on this. It's a noble. And then for commons, like I said, the commons are actually pretty bad outside of like the really good removal spells. Airbending Lesson can be pretty good. But for me, I'm looking at Benevolent River Spirit, White Lotus Reinforcements, and My Jaded Edge as options. I'm really curious about like some kind of aggressive ally deck. This card just seems okay to me. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try the White Lotus Reinforcements. I've been drafting a lot of blue, so I'm going to just take the plunge here and take a green-white card. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, I'll see what's available and kind of take it one pick at a time. All right, pack 1, pick 2. Lots of good uncommons. Had we taken the blue uncommon, I would have taken Katara Bending Prodigy. This card's awesome. 3 mana for a 2/3 Waterbend 6 draw card. If this is tapped, you put a +1/+1 counter on this. But there's also some other good uncommons. Gran, when this becomes tapped, you get to loot, so this is really good with waterbending. Also really good in the Lessons deck, because things are cheaper if you have 3 or more Lessons. But there's also Earth Kingdom Protectors and Momo Playful Pet. Momo Playful Pet's really nice. 1 mana, 1/1 Flying Vigilance. When it dies, you make a food token, or you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, or you scry 2. But if I want to go into green-white allies, for example, I think the Protectors might be better because this protects my White Lotus Reinforcements, which I think is quite important in the ally strategy. So I'm going to try Earth Kingdom Protectors here, noting that Katara is the best card in this pack. But I want to skew towards, like, an aggressive allies deck, if possible, because I've been drafting a lot of control. White Tribe, I feel like this is an absolutely stellar uncommon. 2 mana for a 2/2 ally, Waterbend 5. You get to find things. Another creature worthy of protecting with Earth Kingdom Protector, so I like that a lot. I think this is just straight up the pick. You know, even if I took the Katara in the previous pack, I would have taken the Water Tribe Rallier here. Allies at Last is also a really good spell. This is a fantastic removal effect. Up to 2 target. You know what? Is this even the pick? No, I feel like this is less replaceable. But I think Allies at Last is great. Really good removal spell. Sokka, Lateral Strategist, if you're blue-white, also very good. And then at common, Rocky Rebuke would have been a consideration just because it's a really good interactive spell. But I think I've played with this card. I've been very impressed by it. So let's take the Water Tribe Rallier here and see where... Oh, okay. We are doing things. I am really happy that I took the Earth Kingdom Protectors. We just got a pick 4 White Lotus Reinforcements and a couple of other 2 mana allies here. So that's a really good sign. I'm going to take this and just, if it says ally, I am going to put it into my deck. You better believe it. Whew. This is an exciting start here so far. Let's see what happens. All right, pack 1, pick 5 though. We'll note that we are seeing a bunch of red cards. Zhang the Deserter, 3 mana for 2/3 Firebending 1 ally. Exhaust, you can fork things. That's really nice. White Lotus Hideout. This is good for helping you cast Lessons or Shrines, which not really what the green-white deck's trying to do. Boomy Bash is an okay removal spell. Actually, this is kind of a weak pack. Or is it Zhao? Zhao the Moonslayer. 2 mana, 2/2 menace. Then you get to Blood Moon him. Okay, none of these cards are good for me if I want to go green. I'm going to take this. Now, this is not an ally. But if I do want to draft a white-green aggressive deck, this card still seems like a fine top-end option to play for this type of deck. So I'm going to play the Vengeful Villagers, even though noting that it's not like particularly good. It's not an ally. That's the only reason. Okay, pack 1, pick 6. We are seeing a bunch of red cards. Fire Sages is interesting, although obviously not an ally. But if you're just red-white beatdowns, this card can be quite nice. Like, this card just hits really hard. But I really want to try some kind of green-white ally strategy. So when in doubt, I'm just going to continue taking allies. I think this card's excellent. Pretending Poxbearers, 2 mana for a 2/1 ally, and when it dies, you make a 1/1 ally. I do think that is better than the Avatar Enthusiasts. So let's go ahead and take it here. We want to curve out. So very, very happy just picking up more of these. It's a late Hama. Really good card if you're drafting like Dimir Control. Seeing some black cards, your Corrupt Court Official as well. Twin Blades is really nice if you want to be like red-white aggro. This is like a mini Ember Cleave. It gets double strike until end of turn. It's got flash, and an equipped creature gets +1/+1. I'm not a fan of Destined Confrontation, so I'm not going to take this. I just think it's symmetrical. I don't love it. I'm going to take Airbending Lesson. I think this is a pretty decent trick, so I'm pretty high on it. Maybe it's less good in aggro, but I want to try it out here. It's like my first interactive spell here. Noting that green actually doesn't seem super open. We got the White Lotus Reinforcements, but I'm not seeing a bunch of good green otherwise. Like Foggy Swamp Vinebender doesn't seem particularly strong. Raucous Audience is not an ally. There's Treetop Freedom Fighter. So I can either take this and see if I can shift over to red-white aggro, or I can take the green-white land. I think red might be open, so I'm going to take this. I know I'm giving up on a pretty good card here in the Kyoshi Village, but we are seeing a bunch of random red things. So I feel like if I'm red-white allies, this card will be good. So I'll take it here. This is the pack that had the White Lotus Reinforcements. Next pack had the Momo. I guess I'll take another Airbending Lesson. Really push to see how good that card ends up playing out. This pack had the Momo. All right, I mean, is 3 too many? We'll find out. Okay, Rocky Rebuke tabled. Okay, so that's a good sign. I mean, this is a very solid green common. Compassionate Healer tabled. So, yes, do I wish I had the green-white land now? Yeah. But I do think this card is pretty good in an ally shell. So, and it wasn't that clear that green was super open. So I took it, but now I'm, of course, regretting it. We have 11 playables here, noting that certainly we don't have to play all 3 of the Airbending Lessons. I mean, there's even a world where we go like mono white, although I really want to try out the reinforcements. If I do pick up multiple copies of the 5 mana, make a 1/1 ally for each planes you have, like that might be a consideration. But red-white certainly not the ally colors, because there's a bunch of red cards that just aren't allies. It's just red-white beats. I mean, we are getting just a bunch of like random playable red cards late, so everything is on the table here. All right. Pack 2, Airbender Ascension. Whenever this enters, airbend up to 1 target creature. Whenever creature you control enters, put a quest counter on this. At the beginning of your end step, if this enchantment has 4 more quest counters, exile up to 1 target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under your owner's control. I mean, I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Right now, it doesn't do anything, right? It airbends something, and then I get to flicker things, but I don't have any good come into play effects. So I'm wondering how good this card is relative to like Team Avatar, which is pretty nice if you want to beat down. There's Path to Redemption, which is like a pacifism effect. But you know what? I will try it. It's a rare. I will keep an eye out for good come into play effects for this card. I think Team Avatar and Path to Redemption are also totally fine options here. But let's take Airbender Ascension and see what we can do with this card. All right, what do we have here? Oh, I mean, notably, it's good with Earth Kingdom Soldier, although I don't have to take it this early, probably. Sozin's Comet, 5 mana. Each creature you control gains Firebending 5 until end of turn. What the hell? All right, well, if you have mana sinks, that's really good. Lion Turtle, I'm not going to splash for. It's a good, like, mana rock. There's Appa. Rockalanche, mono green payoff. Okay, what does this do? 6 mana, 4/4. When this enters or attacks, choose one target creature you control gets flying until end of turn. And then, or airbend another target non-land permanent you control. It's a 6 mana card. But I'll take it. Like, I'm already looking to do some flickery stuff, and I feel like Earth Kingdom Soldier I can get for kind of free later. I know it costs 6. It's an ally. Let's try it out here. All right. Ooh, if you hear that, it's raining really hard. That's right. I live in Vegas, but it is raining very hard right now. All right. Yue, the Moon Spirit. 4 mana, 3/3, Flying Vigilance, Waterbend 5. You can cast a non-creature. Sure, it's good, but you know what? I'm going to take Earth Kingdom Jailer. I'm not going to think twice about this. This card's really great. 3 mana for a 3/3 ally. When this enters, exile up to 1 target creature, enchantment, or artifact with mana value 3 or greater. So I can exile something. If I find something better I want to exile, I can do it with the Airbender Ascension. But very, very good card. Toph is also quite nice. Actually, Toph is really good with Flicker. Huh. Should I take Toph? I changed my mind. I changed my mind. So the 3 mana 3/3 is good as a removal effect. But if as a flicker effect, Toph is way, way better with Airbender Ascension and Appa. So I'm going to try it, okay? It's still an ally. Granted, I know the 3 mana 3/3 exiles things and it's quite strong, but I want to try to see if I can abuse the flickering aspect of Toph. And Toph is just a good card as well. All right, Sokka, Lateral Strategist. If this and at least one other creature attack, draw a card. I'm very, very heavy white. There's also Invasion Tactics. I want to try this. This is hard to cast. I don't really care about Avatar Enthusiasts. I just want to try this. When this enters, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. And when allies deal damage, you get to draw a card. So, look. I'm looking to be green-white allies. I have mostly all allies. Let's try. Can I flicker this? No, it only flickers creatures. Okay. Okay, this is a good card to flicker. Zhang's Deserters, as long as I don't put a counter on this. It's a really solid 2 mana play. It's a 2 mana 2/3 basically. And then when it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Really, really nice if I'm looking to curve out. So happy about that. Pack 2, pick 6. I don't need Airbending lesson number 47. Earth Rumble, 4 mana, Earthbend 2, sorcery. When you do, up to 1 target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. That can be very nice. It's interaction as well. I think I'm going to take this here over Earth Kingdom Soldier. Again, this is a replacement level creature. It costs 5. I'm going to take the Earth Rumble just because this can be a removal effect. All right. Pack 2, pick 7. Locking into green-white, not really caring about anything else. I do like Pretending Poxbearers, so let's take a second copy of that. Moving on to Pack 2, pick 8. What is this? Create 2 ally tokens, search for a mountain, Earthbend 3. Wow, that is really solid, but not going to take it here. I can take Avatar Enthusiasts. Sandbender Storm is just okay, or Invasion Tactics number 2. I don't think I want another 5 mana card. I mean, if everything is an ally, this is probably fine, right? I'll take it. I don't love it. But this also works when you flicker other allies, right? It just gets bigger. Water Tribe Captain is perfectly fine filler. Nothing exciting. But again, I just didn't want to overload. Like, this is the type of card that's probably good as like a one-of. And I have an Appa as well. Here, we'll take the Earth Kingdom Soldier. And look, I have 2 5-drops now, right? So I'm okay with it. Oh, here I'll take Pacifism over the second Earth Kingdom Soldier. And move on. What did you do? It's 4 mana, 3/4 reach. It gets +1/+2 as long as you control... Okay, hold on. There's Badger Mole, which is fine. What do you do? 3/4 reach. Gets trample if you have a land. As long as land or a land. Oh, if I control a land creature. Okay, I don't think that card's particularly strong. Wow, Sun Warrior's last pick. That's crazy. I have 23 playable cards already, by the way. So I'm going to have to cut lots of cards. Keep that in mind. All right, pack 3, pick 1. 4 mana for a 2/2 human soldier ally. When this creature enters Earthbend 2, it's another great target to flicker. I am 100% taking this card. What is this? Oh, it's a Wrath. There's like several Wraths. Black has like 2 Wraths. I'm not going to take the Wrath though. Heartless Act is a good removal spell. So is Iroh's Demonstration. But I am taking Earth Kingdom General. Also, it's not a bad card to Airbend as well, right? Like, just airbend this and play it again. Like, assuming your airbend effects are free. What does Firebending Student do? 2 mana, 1/2 prowess, Firebending X, where X is his power. More of a constructed card, probably. There's Glider Kids, which is fine, but I need interaction. Like, I just have Path to Redemption and Rocky Rebuke and Earth Rumble. I think Airbender's Reversal is great. Choose choose one. Destroy target attacking creature or airbend target creature you control. So you can save your own things or destroy target attacking creature. Also, there's Teo, and Spirited Sense is fine. Teo is also really, really good, but let's take the Airbender's Reversal here. What do we have? Pack 3, pick 3. I do like Boomerang Basics, but I'm not blue. Ooh, do I have enough white for this? Like, I need to be really heavy white for this. Jet is really good, though. Boomy is a legend payoff, so I don't need to play that. I don't need Airbending Lessons number whatever. Oh, flickering this is so nice. Can I play this and play like a 10 planes mana base? Or do I just play Kyoshi Warriors? Which is also a fine thing to blink. I think this is just too hard to cast. So, call me crazy. I mean, it also costs 5. I'm going to just play the Kyoshi Warriors. Going wide also is very good with White Lotus Reinforcements. And I have several things that care about going wide. It's a fine thing to airbend. And this makes... I don't have to worry about my my mana as well. So let's try it. Let me know what you think. Should I have just taken the Jet? I really do want to play my green cards, though. All right, Glider Staff is really good. It's another way to airbend. And it gives evasion as well. So I think I want to try this over Glider. I have like a million creatures. This is a more unique effect. That's a really late Firebending lesson, by the way. This is one of the best commons, if not the best common in the entire set. But let's move on. Iroh Tea Master. I bet this card's good. We should have been red-white. Oh, well. Yeah, look at this. Ty Lee, Firebending lesson number 2. Yeah, we should have been red-white. Oh, well. I mean, we still have more than enough playables. What do you do, though? When this enters, make a food. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target opponent gain control of target permanent you control. When you do, make a 1/1 ally and put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each permanent you own. Oh, that's really interesting. I will take it because it is a rare and there are no green or white cards I'm interested in my deck. Once again, there is nothing I want. I guess I'll take this. This card's gotta be okay, I'm thinking. In like an all allies deck, but maybe it's still bad. Path to Redemption is fine. Pretending Poxbearers is also good, but I think I just need more interaction, so let's take another Path to Redemption. I mean, we could have almost been mono-white, although there's definitely no like incentive necessarily to be mono-white. What does this do? Whenever this and at least one other creature attacks, draw a card. We're going to be pretty heavy white, so maybe this is a fine card to play. All right, I'll take the green-white land now. All right, I don't need Badger Mole. Okay, I have to cut so many cards. This is crazy. Maybe I just cut all the airbending lessons. This card's really good too. 5 mana, 5/4 raid. When it attacks, make a 2/2 creature. Sorry, hate draft. Vigilance Scry 1 land. I don't think I want to play this. I'm a 2-color deck. I could use more 2-drops. If I'd like table one more 2-drop, that would be good. Not this 1-drop. This is not an ally. I don't want it. So my curve isn't perfect, I will say. Like, Water Tribe Captain on average is probably better than the 3 mana 2/2 that grows. Even though I have a bunch of allies, so. 41 cards, what's my curve? Pretty average. There's a million airbending lessons I guess we're not playing. But we'll see where this goes. Rocky Rebuke, double pacifism I'm playing. This can go. I want to try the 1 copy of Invasion Tactics because I'm mostly allies. We're on 16 allies. I'm looking at... What am I... Like, am I supposed to play this card? I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. It's not an ally, but... To be fair, flickering this isn't, like, that good. Because, like, you kind of just want to attack with this. So this is not even a good card to flicker. But I still should try it. It's an uncommon. I should play all of these 3s for the purposes of my curve. We have way more white cards than green cards. And if I want to play the Sokka... I don't know. I have to cut 7 cards. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to play all of these cards, okay? This is also kind of a creature anyways. So that's 8. So I guess we have other ways to airbend, so I guess we can cut the airbending lesson here. I think it's worse than pacifism, but unclear. Definitely one more plains than forest. All right, I want to try the Sokka. Let's try the Sokka. Badger Mole. Okay, the Enthusiast probably is bad. I'm not sure about the village. Because I'm also looking at what I feel would be good come into play effects, right? Especially because I have the Airbender's Reversal. Or Airbender Ascension. Yeah, I'm going to just cut the villagers. I'd rather just play one of these 5-drops. And I think I like the soldier a little more than the... Because this is just more flexible. Like, you play this, move the counters around right away. And I think having one is pretty cool with, like, airbend and flicker. So let's try this. It's more of like a mid-range green-white deck. We're not, like, super all-in, but I am curious to see how this plays out. Let's give it a whirl. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons, appreciate your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel along with monthly videos that I make for the Patreon only. A lot of benefits, check it out. Let's go. All right, we have a 4-lander with Compassionate Healer, Protecting Poxbearers, and Earth Rumble. Now, noting I don't have a bunch of big creatures, so the Earth Rumble is... I mean, I just want to play with it. When in doubt, I just want to play with the card. You know what I mean? Okay. I want that card. Sack this, another ally gets indestructible. Bitter. That is such a slow start. Okay, well, here you go. Beatdowns. Are they just dead? Scroll to the bottom. We can deal. Well, we'll see what they play. 4-3. Okay. What a beatdown. I mean, to be fair, my opponent kept, like, basically an unplayable hand there. Like, you cannot keep a hand where your first play is turn 3 that enchantment. That's just, like, unacceptable in any format, right? You cannot keep that hand. And, well, they probably will be less likely to do so in the future. All right, opponent chooses to go first, and we have 2 lands, some 2-drops, so we'll keep. Turn 2, Zhang's Deserters. We have a Sokka. Hopefully we can draw Plains to play that on turn 3. Kyoshi's Battlefan, Rakdos, so they could have a bit of a sacrifice theme going here as well. Alright, we did keep a 2-lander on the draw with 2 2-drops, but we definitely need to find some lands here now. We drew another 3-drop, so if we don't find a land, well, we're in trouble. But I think it's a totally fine keep. And we're not really cheating on lands either, right? Like, we got 17. Lightning Strike. Ooh, with the old school art. A man of class. Alright, we didn't draw a land. So we got Magic the Gathering. It's okay. Just know that when you don't draw the lands that you need, you just have to recognize that, like, This equally happens to your opponents. Your opponents will also correctly keep 2 landers on the draw, and they won't draw their 3rd land. It's not just you. It happens to everyone, even if you're rank 3, or rank 1000, or platinum, doesn't matter. Alright. It's a good way to kind of stay sane. You know what I mean? Alright, we drew our land, and I will play Sokka because 2-4 looks really, really good on this board. They discarded Deadly Precision, though, so I'm assuming the Sokka is going to die. But not with an instant speed removal spell here, unless they have Heartless Act. Black-red. They could have another Deadly Precision. Yeah, they're sacking the one. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in... I don't want to take 4 damage, so... Good decision on the opponent there, but like if I can draw another land here, then I kind of more or less stabilize, right? With the Earth Kingdom General. Yeah, we did. Boom. Gain some life. Yeah. Wait, is it a May, really? Oh, you can only do it once each turn. Obviously, I want to gain life. Jet. That's a really good one. Earth Kingdom General down. Oof. That one sucks. Hmm. Two cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, this isn't too bad, right? I want to do that before they play a second creature and before they untap all their mana. But I want to save Path to Redemption for a better creature, if that makes sense. And this I'm okay with, right? So... Fire Nation. Oh, that card's really good. They get a clue. Earth Rumble. Nothing is great here, I will say. Nothing is great. Like, do I just play this to kill a Fire Nation Raider? It feels bad. Oh, man. No, I'm just going to play a 3-3 here. Now, if they move the fan in attack, then I'll probably block. Or do I just block anyways? Maybe I just block anyways. Sure, whatever. If they play another one of those, I'm going to be pretty sad. Alright. That's Rough Rhino Cavalry. We can pacify that. Play this. Alright, they're cracking their clue. I mean, they're up resources. I mean, we're just both just playing a bunch of things. My deck doesn't really have like that many ways to get ahead on cards, so... I don't love my spot here. Alright, Iroh's Demonstration, and they can move this here if they want. I have Earth Rumble, which doesn't do a whole lot here. I can play this, but I kind of want to get like a little bit more value. I don't know. This is on your turn. Look, I think these games are going to go long. And I'm not going to play a land here because they could have the Ravenous Rats card. Court Officials or whatever. So let's just take it easy here. By making the 1/1, I can play this and then I can distribute 2 counters, which is a little more value. Oh, wow. They're just cracking their... Okay, so they must have all lands in their hand. Yeah. Okay, let's play Forest. What the heck? Man, they have so much removal. Okay. Sure. Okay. I guess I play this just to kill this. It's not like the most exciting thing in the world, but... I need to draw... Oh, that is kind of sweet. But they have like 40... How did you get so much removal? It actually baffles my mind. How did you get so much removal? They have Combustion Technique, Lightning Strike, Firebending Lesson... They literally must have been the only red drafter at the entire table. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Alright. Good beats. We're gonna lose here. I mean, this is simply just like us. That's just... Oh, they just moved the blades over. All right, good beats. Opponent had a good deck, like a deck that just has like 17 spot removal spells against like a or an ally deck that's looking to play a million creatures. I'm gonna take their side. All right, let's take a look. I just want to see if there's anything else I can do here. Creature count is fairly high. I think I want one. I'm going to put this... You know what? I'm going to get a little greedy. Okay? I'm going to get a little greedy. Let's go 16 lands. We just... When we get flooded, we don't have that much protection, and I just want another creature that can potentially get big to work with my fight spells and stuff. Alright, on the play here. Hey, we drew it! This would have been a land! This being able to airbend invasion tactics is pretty strong. I mean, just because I have this doesn't mean I'm gonna not play the Pox Bearers on turn 2, right? Alright, they are Jeskai or something? Oh, wow, that's a really good answer. Okay. This exiles. Fair enough. So, Teamer lessons, or 4-color lessons. Our opponent going quite deep. Rowdy Snowballers, okay. Doesn't feel like the type of card that's like all that interesting in a multicolored deck. But alright, we have a pair of 3/3s now. Hey, at least we're in a spot where like if we draw land, we're okay, and if not, then we're also fine. Seismic Sense is a really good card. Oh, they did the thing. They have the mana. What the hell? What the actual hell? 4 mana, 4/4 flying. Whenever you waterbend, earthbend, firebend, or airbend, draw a card. Then if you've done all 4, transform this. Holy cow. Well, that is just outrageous. Hopefully they don't have removal, because I am all in on White Lotus Reinforcements, beatdowns. Really? They just took it all? Uh-oh. This is scary. How do you just naturally... Like, they didn't... I know they played Seismic Sense. No, that didn't get them a land. The disrespect is wild. But you know what? I respect it, because Avatar Aang is a very, very sweet Magic the Gathering card. They're at 11. Hmm. Not really sure what to do here. I kind of want to be able to protect this. But also I kind of want to just play this in attack. Because it forces blocks. Alright, I'll just play it. Okay. Alright, they're at 5. Aang is down. They played a backup Aang. That was not expected. Okay. Well. Well. They're just gonna chump this, aren't they? Yeah, well. Oh, they're triple blocking this thing? I would not have expected that. Okay. We're okay with that. First time flyer. Okay. 3 cards in hand. They haven't really played any way to get like card advantage, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, so that's a 3-4. So I don't really have like a particularly strong attack anymore. But they can't really hit me as well. So let's play Sokka. Pass. 3-4, greater sign, all of our things. Oh, it is a 3-5. Okay, okay. Hey, we're just playing things. Hey, look. And at that, what that means is if once we just get to invasion tactics, that can just close out the game, right? My question is it worth it to effectively chump attack to draw a card? Because I can attack with these 2. I mean, I can also attack with these 3. There's no way you have... Okay, oh. If it was just +1/+1, it would have been way worse. Okay, so I can't... Okay, octopus form. Do I attack with these 2? So this goes here, and then all 3 of these go here. But I draw a card. I think drawing a card has a lot of value, especially because we have invasion tactics. Like, this will still trade with something. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'll just kill a fortune teller. And I get a token back. Like, this puts me just one step closer to being able to cast invasion tactics. And cleans up their board still. So I think that was still worth. Oh, this card's great. Each land and ally you control taps for any color. Which is obviously very strong. They have 2 cards left. Man. Is it time to play invasion tactics? Yeah, probably. Okay. So they have to block and I draw a card? Alright. You know what? Props to our opponent, though, for a sweet, sweet 4-color double Aang deck. Props. Hey, that 3-drop was pretty good. I wonder, like, am I supposed to just be playing more of them? I don't know. You kind of want to draw, like, exactly one, probably, most of the time. No 2-drops in this hand, but I gotta keep it. Okay, still no 2-drops. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it loots with Otter Penguin. Okay. I feel like it's always correct to lead with this on 3. Have several good options next turn. I can play Toph, hit them for 5 immediately. I can play Sokka, because that gives me a really good shot at just drawing a card on the following turn. I don't know. A lot of good options. Another Otter Penguin? Okay. Are they going to bounce this? What else can you do for 1 blue? Huh? I like Sokka. Give me the high upside play. And, you know, I can still double spell. Like, if they kill this, I can go Water Tribe Captain plus Rocky Rebuke next turn, which is totally fine. That's a Watery Grasp on the Enthusiast, sure. Oh, and Toph lets me just, like, ambush attack and draw a card still, which is still quite good here, right? And which is something that I like. I think it's worth it to do that. Alternatively, I can double spell. And I think it could be worth it to do that. Yeah, maybe that's better. I'll trade Sokka for 2 Otter Penguins. The Enthusiast is now a 5/5. One downside here is I can't play Toph plus Rocky Rebuke this way. But I do just like the idea of having these creatures specifically in play, and I didn't really want to fire off a Rocky Rebuke on a Penguin, right? Like, even with my Enthusiasts in play, if they don't have the mana to Waterbend shuffle this back in, if they play a large creature this turn, I can use Rocky Rebuke to have the Enthusiast fight or bite whatever big thing they play next. Man, it is raining pretty hard. It sure is. This is a lot of Penguin. I mean, to be fair, like, if they draw cards, that is dangerous, right? That's like 2 attacks and I'm dead. Oh, they're doing the thing. They are doing the thing. Okay. 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 You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm going to kill one of these things. Didn't think I'm going to have to. Oh, they better not have the trick. Oh, if they have the trick, that's kind of brutal. 1 blue, what you got? Another Watery Grasp? Oh, Boomerang basic so I don't gain life. My opponent's got all the answers. This has Vigilance, right? Yeah. Look at how big the enthusiast is, by the way. Penguin down. Penguin down. They might still be able to kill us here. But they need to draw... So they need to draw cards and deal with a creature that I have. Specifically the captain. So if they can find a way to draw a card and deal with my captain, then they get it. Oh, wow. So if they have another Watery Grasp, I think I'm dead. 2/4/6. 2/4/6. Okay. Okay, wow. Hey, you know what? My opponent tried to find a line to kill me with the penguins and the lands. And they almost got there. Almost got there. All right. This is why some interaction is still important. All right. 3-1. Our only loss being to the deck that had, 13 lightning strikes. All right, on the play, 2 planes. I'll keep. Like I have a bunch of really good 3-mana plays. Although, by the way, I keep drawing this card. Dang. Okay. I don't want to play this on an empty board. Yeah, this hand's kind of awkward. I need to find land number 3 like right away. We didn't. So I guess I'll play this and airbend this. Here, this is where the land would have been good, so... Come on. I mean, really? Really? Alright. Some would call this justice. Some would call this justice. I love magic. Magic loves me. Is this card playable? Search your library for the 4 land cards with different names, reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Put the chosen cards into your library and the rest into the graveyard. Okay, so it's a 5-mana card that gets you 2 lands. Alright, well, we have no shot of winning this game, I'll tell you that much. I mean, look, there is no... My opponent has 5 cards in hand with 8 lands in play, and I missed like 2 land drops. It's okay. Let's keep it going. Alrighty. I'm keeping it again. You know, sometimes... sometimes everything gets tested, you know what I mean? Like in matches like this, where you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep a 2-lander again on the draw. I drew the card that I swapped out the land for. And, yeah, here we are. Here we are. All right. I'm just saying, like I am just as likely to occasionally get tilted, especially when it happens 3 times in one set. It's pretty nuts. All right, we're playing against a Dimir control deck with maybe a light splash for red. We'll see where this goes. This one is not like not all is lost here because my hand is pretty good. Like if I can rattle off a couple of lands in a row here, it would be good. That is not something I want to airbend. Whew, this is brutal. All right, let's attack. Really? Well, I'm glad I didn't use Path to Redemption. But now I just can't even cast anything. I mean, if I draw a land, I can still use Earth Rumble to kill the Hawk. Fire Lord Azula, okay. Well, my opponent used the Octopus form, so there you go. We've shut off Fire Lord Azula for now. Oh man. Okay, 3 in the air here. Gran. They have 2 lessons in the yard. Okay, we drew the forest. Oh man. I don't know which one's better to fight. I guess the flyer. They get to loot off of this. But then I can just like play some stuff later and I'll be okay. But they have 4 cards in hand. Probably a lot of removal spells as well. Let's just start things with the Kyoshi Warriors. And I'm going to keep this back for now. And just see what happens. Because if they kill the Warriors, I can still block the Gran with my 2/2. Please tell me I'm pronouncing this one right. Like Grandma. I hope so. Lost Days on Path to Redemption. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so now they can fork something with Fire Lord Azula. This thing doesn't have flying, though. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright, they're doing all the things. Fair enough. Wow. Okay. That's too many cards. Okay, GG's. GG's, Carol. You got to live all the dreams. That was fantastic. I don't even know that if I had a normal draw, I would have been able to win. But of course, we didn't really get to play like real games in like half of our matches, unfortunately. Or 2 of the ones that we lost. But I still feel like this is probably like a close 16 to 17 land deck. But it's just really funny that I went down to 16 lands. And then immediately, like we won 1 game with this, and I was very happy about it. And then the 2 games I lost afterwards, I just couldn't hit land number 3. And and we drew this both times. So it is what it is. Mana Screw does happen. I think this deck was fine, not insane. I don't know that we were in the correct colors. I think white, certainly we had enough playables for white. But I got very, very enamored with the idea of going allies with the White Lotus Reinforcements. But based on what I saw, it does seem like red-white was more what I should be looking to do. This is also like really fragile. Like it's a decent card, but I do feel like red-white in general as a strategy is probably stronger. So I should have probably just leaned into that and not care so much about the ally stuff and beat down. And I think I would have just had a little more success. We tried some cards. This card, I'm still not sure how good it is. It doesn't feel busted, but it's like cool. What else? This card's obviously great. We never drew it. This one also, like, I didn't have targets for it, but like it would have been good in most of the time. Like there's a lot of good creatures that come into play and do things, but I do think this card is still very good. And what else? Toph is good. Sokka was pretty cool. So all in all, I you know, again, this is probably like a 4-win deck on average, but you know, like we just weren't able to hit our lands, and so we lost. So it is what it is. We post these. We'll see what happens in future draft videos. I'm still just trying out all the different archetypes, see where this goes. If I want to go aggro, though, I need to be more aggressive than this. Like green-white mid-range allies, I don't know that's where you want to be. And that's kind of what we had here. And also, I will note that like these cards are just... This card is fine, but it's way, way worse in this format because of sacrifice and blinking. So it's nice that there's the out in making the 1/1, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. It's like, I'm not even sure if this is necessarily a card that I should value super highly in these types of decks. All right, well, that does it for my second draft. Hopefully we can do better in future draft videos. We are still waiting for our trophy in the release of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and want to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, go to TCGplayer.com, hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.